Hello, Lawrenceville. This is Kingsley Dew speaking from the historic room of the Duffy Lounge. And today we're here with another special episode, bringing you the announcements of the Valedictorian, Aurelian, and faculty speakers. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the interviews.
Hello, I am Señor Alcántara, Julio Alcántara Martín, and I'll be the 2025 graduation speaker, faculty speaker. I'm super excited about it. This is my 17th year, almost starting 18th year. I came here in 2008, and where I've been teaching Spanish, coaching boys varsity water polo, and basketball, among many other things, like work in the upper house.
Hello, my name is Nathan Mushai, and I'm going to be one of the Aurelian speakers for the class of 2025. Stuff that are related to me as it relates to Lawrenceville is that I'm a prefect in Griswold, and I came here as a new sophomore from Nairobi, Kenya. And on top of that, various activities that I've been involved in include, being in the swimming team, the varsity rowing team, as well as being a ropes coach instructor. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Tenju Isatole. I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa. And I was also a new sophomore. I was in the Carter House and now I'm in McPherson. And a bit about me at Lawrenceville is I am on student council. I'm the vice president of student life and I'm captain of the varsity crew team. And I'm also part of Impulse. And in general, I just really, really, really love the Lawrenceville campus and my house. And I'm very passionate about it. And I'm also going to be one of your Aurelian speakers for the class of 2025.
Hi, I'm Sophia, and I will be the valedictorian of the class of 2025. On campus, I am the Vice President of Academics in the Student Council, as well as heads the Outreach Subcommittee and Sustainability Council. I'm the founder of the Blockchain Club, as well as the captain of the Spring Track team.
Sophia, first of all, congratulations on being chosen as the valedictorian. But yeah, let's jump into the interview. I'm actually curious, what was your first reaction when you found out?
I was definitely shocked in the very beginning, but later I was sort of overwhelmed by this feeling of gratitude and appreciation, and really honored to be able to speak on behalf of my class and to give a little bit piece of my mind on my experience of Lawrenceville, and especially also to the underformers.
I was shaking. This is really one of the biggest honors of my life. I was so moved. It's such a huge honor to be recognized by the students. We work here super hard. We put so many hours. We love what we do. Some people tell me, is this a job? No, this is not a job. This is a lifestyle. And once you buy into it, students see that and they feed off that. And that's it's a huge, huge, huge honor for me.
Oh yeah, so it was interesting because Mr. Bilder pulled me aside because I was taking a bathroom break from my math class, and he pulled me aside and he told me congratulations on being selected Aurelian speaker. And first of all, it shocked me just because I wasn't expecting to hear something like that, especially on a Friday morning. But obviously I was met with shock. It was difficult trying to hold it in because I was told not to tell anyone. Even though I kind of told my mom on the phone when I talked to her, but yeah, I was shocked and I guess happy afterwards. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, same kind of feeling of shock, excitement, but I think more than that, this means more to me than most, I guess achievements or accolades at Lawrenceville, just because it's coming from my peers, and it's they see me as someone who they hold in high regard and respect, which I really, really appreciate. And it's more of an honor. So I just felt really, really grateful for that as well.
I fell into this job almost by accident. Oh. I spent 2 years in business school. I was miserable. My brother was in business school, was very successful, and I admire him deeply. So I was I want to be like him, but it was not my calling. And then a relative of mine was a professor in English, and he suggested that idea, and I'm let's give it a chance. And the first moment once I graduated, the first moment I set my foot into a classroom, I was hooked. It was hooked. It's about the interactions, the connections, the logic problem solving, the being there for my students to help them achieve the best version of they can be, of what they want to do. I always ask my students, why are you taking Spanish? And the idea of helping them to achieve what they want to achieve.
there are sort of two main parts to it. One, like helping as in like building your knowledge base, and I think like a big part of it is definitely consultation, because you sort of have this like one-on-one time with your teachers, but as well as your peers who are visiting your teacher, and you have the time and space in order to work together. I think that collaborative spirit like really helps you to understand a problem deeper, as well as when you are explaining it to other people. But I think another part of like help in Lawrenceville is sort of this like spiritual, emotional like support. And I think a big part of it is like being in the house, and also like having a close like advisor who is constantly there whenever like you have any problem or any setback, no matter like academic or like just social wise. And I think these sort of help you mature, not just as a thinker, but also like as a person. And I think like both aspects of Lawrenceville changed me a lot.
Just as Tenji highlighted it earlier, I'll say like the house system does a really neat job of encouraging people to form relationships from the minute they arrive at Lawrenceville. It's obviously like different from other boarding school environments where if you're in a dorm, you just consider those people to be your dorm mates, and that's like sort of like the only connection you have. I mean, I know some other people who are in different schools who don't even talk to their dorm mates because there's not that like forced community within the actual building itself. But coming to this house system where the house is sort of like this important like cultural identity of who you are as a Laurentian, I'll say like makes a profound impact on your growth throughout your time here. It is also something that you carry like even beyond Lawrenceville. It's the one thing that people will first ask about you even before the year you graduated, and it's also just like something that's just like unique and gives Lawrenceville its unique flavor in the sense that like you're not only a Laurentian, but like you're Grisraeli or from Carter, you're from whichever house it is. So that's definitely something that I would say is what makes Lawrenceville really unique, and in my opinion, I think that's what really set it aside from the different boarding schools that I got to know about when I was learning about boarding schools in the U.S.
Yeah, I think Lawrenceville has a lot of resources, and one thing that Lawrenceville really taught me is just like put yourself out there and just try out different things. I think throughout my Lawrenceville career, like I achieved a lot of things that I didn't think I could, simply because I actually didn't have the resources back then. But then in Lawrenceville, I thought like, why not just take a try? And I think I was trying out like a new sport freshman year. I was like joining like orchestra, which I never thought like piano could be a part of orchestra. And I think just joining some of the explorations like with my friends and sort of being exposed to like different cultures, I think all of these is going to say like in college there will be even more resources, and sort of to grow holistically. Like a main lesson that I take from Lawrenceville is to expose myself to all of these new resources and experiences in different cultures. Yeah. I think Lawrenceville is such a great community, but it's also an experience. So really treasure your 4 years here and really sort of entertain or like figure out your own interests and explore everything before like sort of specializing in one interest, I would say. Because I think the more you expose yourself, the more clarity you gain about who you are, and the more understanding of the world you have. And with this like bigger understanding and more comprehensive understanding, you're going to have sort of better success in like choosing or narrowing down in one field that you ultimately choose.
Yeah, I enjoy the process. Don't dwell into goals, don't dwell into objectives, because if you love what you do, a success will come and you will achieve your goals. Be open to change.
Right.
Be open to alternative plans, because life will throw you a curveball.
Yeah.
What are you going to do when that happens? Be flexible, be open to change, and good things will happen.
Yeah, I'd say one piece of advice that I'd give to new students or just like students already at Lawrenceville going into their senior, junior, sophomore year is to try something that excites you, like something that is a subject area or an extracurricular that you love or something you're passionate about. Like try something that excites you and fully immerse yourself in that. And also try something that you're scared of, like something that you maybe aren't as excited about or something that you've always kind of wanted to try but you don't think you're good at it or you think it'll be too difficult. But just try something you're scared of, because a lot of people think that, especially at Lawrenceville as a senior, that every single thing you do has so much weight and gravity, like, oh, it's for college, or like I won't get this like summer program or this internship if I don't do this and this and this and that. But it's also the experience itself, and I think people overlook that, and that when you're young you have so much space to like take advantage of the extensive opportunities that we have here and take a class that like you really have no idea what you're doing, but it sounded interesting and it's just something completely different to what you've done before. And so you're gonna try it and then you might find like a new passion for yourself. You might like fall in love with something. I think that's so meaningful. And that's one of the great things about going to a school like this. And it's something that you might not get outside of high school or college. And so I feel like it's really important to take that advantage head on when you have it here.
Lawrenceville, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to us on this special episode. And 1 second. Once again, congratulations to Sophia, Nathan, Tenji, and Tanira Alcantara for being selected as the graduation speakers for the year of 2025. And once again, I will see you downstairs in the pop basement for the very first episode of the L10 12th board.